Okay, in this last example, you're first going to use your graphing calculator to graph this function. Please make sure you're using enough parentheses, otherwise you will not end up with this particular graph. This is the graph of the function tangent sine pi x. So we're going to refer back to this graph as I talk about this problem. Identify any symmetry of the graph. So we're going to go back to this to identify the symmetry. And since it crosses 0, 0 here, the only thing that it would be symmetric about the origin, because if I fold this in half either other way, it's not going to match up. So it's not symmetric about the y or the x. So let's go ahead and trace some of these points to kind of see if we can figure that out. This point right here looks to be, let's see if I can get it to come out right away. Right, exactly, not quite. Negative 0.5 and negative 1.5. So let's see, this should be 0.5 and 1.5, which it is. So since that x comma, so it would be symmetric about the origin, because xy and negative xy, negative x, negative y are both points on the graph all the way through. Is the function periodic? The answer to that is yes. You can see how it's going up and down and up and down. It's asking what is the period, if it is periodic. So when does it make a complete rotation? Would be from here, so that's negative 1, all the way to 1. So that means it has a period of 2. It takes 2 units for it to make a complete period. So I'll write that. Has a period of 2. Identify the extrema on negative 1, 1. So if I go right here, negative 1 is here. The extrema then would be right here at negative 0.5 and right here at 0.5, and then here's 1. So those would be this would be the max and this would be the min. So we'll go ahead and write that in. There's a minimum at x equals negative 0.5 and a maximum at x equals 0.5. And then use the graphing utility to determine the concavity on 0, 1. So if we go back to here, from 0 to 1, it is concave down the entire time. So the point of this problem is that you can use your graphing calculator to analyze all of these things that we've been doing using the calculus rules that we've taught ourselves.